Okay, so today we're talking about a mouse pad. Don't think I've ever reviewed a mouse pad before, but today we're talking about not just any mouse pad. The BenQ ZOWIE GSR has been a very popular mouse pad over the past few years, but not without its drawbacks. It had some problems with humidity as well as the ability to lay flat. People online would complain about it feeling muddy after a while. It's a good mouse pad, but not without its flaws. Well, ZOWIE's gone back to the drawing board and have now released the GSR2, which they've sent me for review. Thank you, ZOWIE, by the way. They may have sent this to me for free for review, but it doesn't affect my opinion in any way. I'll have a link in the description if you want to purchase as well. So the GSR2 is a large cloth mouse pad, and it looks basically identical to the original GSR. It's 470mm by 390mm and 3.5mm thick. ZOWIE does say that this is supposed to be much more resistant to humidity. It's got a new surface that's cloth, but it's very smooth and not muddy so far at all. The weave of the surface is tighter than the previous one, so it's not only smoother to glide on, but I believe that's also where the humidity resistance may come in. It doesn't seem to be coated. If it is, there is no mention on ZOWIE's website as to what it is coated with or whether or not it is coated. And the rubber base is supposed to be a uniform high density, so it's not as porous as other rubber bases may be, so it's not as squishy. You can, of course, squish into it a little bit if you're pressing it with your fingers, but in everyday use, when you're just gliding your mouse along, you're not really going to squish into this thing, so it's going to help with resisting the whole muddy feeling. It's not a speed pad by any means. In fact, on ZOWIE's website, they say that it is the slowest of the three that they currently offer. If you want something a little bit faster, you can get the GSR SE or the GTF X if you want the lowest friction possible. This is going to give you enough control and enough stopping power so that when you do want to do those clicks in games like Counter-Strike or Valorant, it's going to make it that much easier. Now, I wouldn't say that this is maybe the best pad for track-heavy games like Apex, but I wouldn't say that it's the worst either. Altogether, I'd say it's a good all-around pad. Some people have multiple mouse pads depending on what game they're playing, but if you're not about that life, that's totally fine. This is going to be a good all-arounder. I am happy to report that this laid almost completely flat out of the box. It was raised on the ends a bit, but after just about a day or two of use, it is now completely flat. It's not as cool or impressive as when you get a mouse pad that just lays completely flat out of the box, which I have had, and that kind of gives you that whoa feeling when you're not used to it. So don't really expect that here, but at least know that it is going to lay flat after just a day or so. Now, the rubber bottom is not textured. I'm used to my gaming mouse pads having a texture on the bottom, and you kind of associate that with giving you a little more grip, yet this has a perfectly fine amount of grip. Even when I try to move it around, it's very tough to move it around. Now, I do have a very tiny desk, unfortunately, with the new place, but even so, this bad boy is gonna stay in place. Now, I'm not a professional gamer. I do enjoy playing some games here and there casually for fun. I do mess around with CS GO, Apex, Valorant, Overwatch, Call of Duty, all those games, but I wouldn't really consider myself very good at any of them. Definitely not at CS GO. Oh boy. After about 3 to 4 weeks or so of using this every day for gaming, browsing the internet, everything, trying to wear it down and make it humid in here just to test this thing out, so far so good. If you're curious, I've been using the Pulsar X2, which Pulsar sent me a while back and I have yet to review. Sorry, Pulsar. But if you want to know, it's a good mouse and it's probably my favorite shape. So I've been using this one with the stock feet. I haven't noticed any muddiness. My room isn't humid all that much, although it is actually humid right now as of filming. That being said, I do get into these periods where I'm trying to work on improving my aim with games like Aim Labs and just playing different games with different mice and whatnot. So while I may not notice everything that this mouse pad does well or does not do so well, like somebody who has a lot of experience using a ton of mouse pads might, in my experience as just a casual gamer who wants to play games and have fun and whatnot, I've had a perfectly good experience with this mouse pad. It has really nice stitched edges that have yet to fray on me at all. Again, it's only been a few weeks, but it also has been a few weeks. I have had some mouse pads that started to fray pretty quickly in the past. It gets a little bit dirty, it gets a little bit grimy, but that's kind of the nature of just having a black mouse pad. But even so, it doesn't really look that bad and it feels just fine. Feels probably just about as smooth as the day it came. Only time will tell. Obviously, I don't have enough time to fully test this thing out as long as some people might like me to. If you're new to gaming mouse pads like myself, or say you're upgrading from something like a SteelSeries pad or a Logitech, this is definitely worth that upgrade to really kind of bring you up into the next level of a gaming mouse pad. Or if you're a fan of the original GSR and you've been using that and you feel like maybe you want the upgrade, well, again, you've got that humidity resistant surface and the flat laying flatness that this one offers compared to the original. I've never used the original, but going by what BenQ claims and what I've experienced so far, I'd say it's worth the upgrade. Now, if you are interested in picking up this mousepad, I will have a link in the description directly from ZOWIE's website. It's not even an affiliate link, you just go there and you pick it up, and that's it, all there is to it. If you are a user of the GSR1 and you want to share your experience and whether or not you plan to pick up the 2, let me know in the comments. Or maybe you already have the 2 and you've had some time with it. Let me know that as well. I want to know what you guys think of it. I want to learn more about these things because, again, I'm pretty new to the whole gaming mousepad thing. I do have a few, but I'm still learning what's good and what's not good about them. And so I'd like to learn so that in the future, if you guys want me to do more mousepad reviews, maybe I will here and there. So we'll see. In the meantime, if you are new here, consider subscribing. Like this video, whether you're new here or not. Leave a comment, even if it's not about the mousepad. You can just tell me about your day. Either way, stick around. I've got more videos here for you guys to check out, and you can subscribe by clicking on my face right here somewhere. And yeah, there we go. My face is probably right here somewhere, because I got like screen. I got the videos here for you to click. Yeah, this is the end of the video. All right, bye.